We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Houston Texans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Lawrence going to put it up right away. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. You look at the defense for these Texans. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage, trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. He can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This one swung out to Williams. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as the tackle is made at the 28-yard line. Again, it's Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
On second down, Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Lawrence finds Dulcich out left side. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive. Now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's going to go down. sacked right around the 17. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. Marr able to put this one through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip.
And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This defense for the Broncos, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 5.
When you look at this Bronco defense,
they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On the return, here's Agnew. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead. And here's Lawrence to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
so from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Lawrence.
Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Forced out to his left. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Now Lawrence to throw. That's taken in by Dulcich.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams.
And he'll take this down to the 33.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot better.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jamal Agnew, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter.
So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that'll be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Stroud to throw it.
That is caught. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Stroud on third down now. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that, Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
11.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First down, Broncos.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender out over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He has been very good about checking that down. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he'll probably every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now Lawrence. Bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The kick by Marr is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Come on, come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on first down.
Hawk 70.
Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Dell. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Here's Pierce on the counter. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Texans had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Panther 11. 19 tight. Ready.
Stroud out of the gun here. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lawrence. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be looking now with 3rd and 1.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Lawrence will throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wheeler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
2nd and 10.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
To the right side and caught by Dell.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8. Throwing now is Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. Well, they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there weren't many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Hand off left side, Pierce. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Option right, here's Stroud. And Stroud wisely slides down safely after picking up the first down. Excellent job on the keeper, 20 yards and a first down. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Terry McLaurin, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up, it's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably what he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. Lawrence. It's caught. Cooper. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Stroud's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Play action. Stroud now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take Dell. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And the Broncos first down.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Lawrence. Completes it right side to Cooper. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Williams is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they'll get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Maher able to put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And yet again, it's McLaurin.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 46-yard line.
Here's Stroud. Got his man, Dell.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The throwing again is Stroud. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
Working inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
On 1st down, here's Stroud.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan.
His 1st touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Texans are back within a score.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. That's taken in by Dulcich.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. Still going inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Amari Cooper, 50 yards. And the Broncos use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Texans 24. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. This is 1st and 10.
60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats!
Stroud looking to throw. That's complete to Dell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Stroud. That's caught by Addison. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Stroud to throw it. That is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Here's Stroud. That's underneath to Pierce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stroud. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 33.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.